Hello there and welcome to Phoenix Point for XCOM fans. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the action point system in Phoenix Point and just pointing out how it differs from the system in the Firaxis XCOM games. If you've played those XCOM games, you will no doubt be used to the 2 action system. This is a system that allows each of your soldiers to perform 2 distinct actions, thus ending that particular soldier's turn. Of course, there are various perks and abilities that allow you to change that order slightly and sometimes give you an extra action, but normally it is 2. So for example, if we go and select our assault soldier here, and we have the blue zone and the orange zone. In XCOM, that would be representing our 2 potential actions. So, for example, with this assault, we could move within the blue zone, and that is our first action. And then we could take a shot at an enemy, which would count as our second action, and therefore that soldier is now out of actions. Of course, we could also, with our other assault, move to the edge of the blue area as our first action, and then we could move to the edge of the orange area, which would be our second action. It is possible to do that in one big action called a dash, so we could move right to the end of the orange zone. And that would be a dash using up both of our actions. Now, one thing that is slightly different here in Phoenix Point is that firing your weapon doesn't actually end your actions for your soldier, so we could do a part move. So, for example, with this assault soldier here, we could move forwards, not using all of our actions. We could fire our weapon at an enemy target, and let's pick one that's not going to hit our own guy.
Target hit.
And because we still have actions left, we are able to move after firing. So how does that work? Well, in Phoenix Point, there is no 2 action system. You actually have a number of action points, and if we select this sniper here, you can see those action points down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, currently on 100% because this sniper is yet to move. If I move the mouse pointer around the screen and highlight the different spaces that this sniper can move into, you will see the amount of remaining action points starts to decrease. That tells us how many action points we will have remaining if we move to that particular location. The great thing about this is it actually allows us to move all of our characters one space at a time if we wish to. So I can get this sniper and I can just move him one space forwards. And he can still move again. That only used a small amount of his action points. So one of the questions we get asked a lot is, why do we have this blue and orange line like in XCOM if you don't have a 2 action system? Well, it's actually quite simple. The blue outline shows us how far we are able to move and still have enough action points remaining to use our currently selected piece of equipment or fire our currently selected weapon. The sniper currently has selected the sniper rifle. It's a very slow weapon to fire and requires 75% of the sniper's action points. This means he can only use 25% of his action points for movement. This is why the blue area is so small. If I move forwards to this space here, staying within the blue area, we still have enough action points remaining to take a shot with our sniper rifle. If I were to move any further, he would no longer have the action points to do that. If we take another sniper here, and as you can see, we have the orange outline representing the maximum movement distance using all of our action points, and we have the smaller inner blue area representing how far we can move and still have the 75% of our action points required to fire the sniper rifle. However, if we go ahead and select our pistol, which only requires 25% of our action points to use, we now see that the blue area has increased significantly. That is because this blue area now represents 75% of our action points, because we only need to retain 25% of them in order to be able to fire the pistol. So, for example, we could run forwards with this sniper up to the end of the blue area and still have enough action points remaining to take a shot with the pistol.
Enemy engaged.
Because firing a weapon doesn't end your turn in Phoenix Point, it also means that you're able to fire multiple shots in a single turn. If we select this sniper over here and switch to our pistol, we know that the pistol only takes 25% of our time units to fire. I'm going to move forwards a little bit to this space over here, and looking in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, I can see that this will leave me with 79% of my action points remaining.
Roger.
As it only requires 25% of my action points to fire the pistol, this means that I can fire the pistol 3 times. So, we can take a shot at an enemy.
Got you.
And we can take a second shot.
Shot wide.
And we can take a third.
You're gone.
We really hope that you have found this video insightful in highlighting some of the major differences between XCOM and Phoenix Point, along with showing some of the similarities. We will be producing more of these videos in the future, showing some more of the mechanical differences between the two, but we really hope that this is going to be a good jumping on point for those XCOM veterans to get in here and be able to pick up Phoenix Point and start playing right away. Thanks a lot for watching, we'll see you on the next video.